Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your support. Today, I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Megan Henney titled, U.S. Retirement System Earns Just a C+ in Global Study. I'll include a link to the article in the description below. I encourage you to read the full article to support the author and news source. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of this article that are of public interest. According to the article, in a new ranking of global retirement systems, the U.S. notched a C+ grade that puts it on par with nations like Kazakhstan, Colombia, Spain, and France. The U.S. scored 63 out of 100 possible points, coming in 22nd place out of 47 countries examined. I thought we were an international superpower. I thought we were a country that most individuals aspire to live in someday. This study is not very flattering to the retirement system here in the United States of America. I'm curious if this surprises any of you. I'm not surprised at all by this. We have everyday people who are retired and living in their vehicles, not by choice, because they can't afford any rental units in their location because they receive so little from Social Security. Not all of these people retired by choice. There are a lot of companies that force people out as they get older. There are some people who can't continue to work as they get older because their body wears out. Understand, I'm not bashing individuals who live in their vehicle. There are some people who live in an RV and they are perfectly happy doing that. Unfortunately, there are some people who actually sleep in their car, truck, or van because they have no other choice. We also have a homeless epidemic in this country in many large metropolitan areas. There are a lot of people who can't afford any type of rental unit, and so they are living on the street or they are living in some type of tent city. This article goes on to indicate retirement savings coverage and institutional quality retirement vehicles remain out of reach for many Americans, creating a significant adequacy gap that needs to be addressed. Not every worker has access to a retirement savings plan through work. More than half of Americans did not qualify for a retirement plan through their job, according to a recent study by the Economic Innovation Group. In my opinion, this isn't that big of a deal because there are often better investment choices that you can take advantage of outside of an employer-sponsored retirement plan. Many of these employer-sponsored retirement plans only give you a small number of investment choices to select from. If you put your money with some of these large brokerages, you have a lot more choices when it comes to investments. You can be as conservative as you want, or you can be as aggressive as you want. In my opinion, the bigger problem is many Americans haven't seen their wages keep pace with inflation, and they don't have any money left over at the end of the month to invest for retirement. Some people are barely scraping by with what they bring home in their paycheck. Some aren't even bringing home enough money in their paycheck to cover their basic costs of living. Some people rely on credit cards to bridge the gap. This is so problematic right now, given the high levels of interest that many of these credit card companies are charging. Some people are letting this credit card debt snowball out of control. Some may have no other choice someday other than to file bankruptcy. It is just so easy to swipe the credit card, and before you know it, you rack up thousands of dollars in charges by the end of the month. For many people like this, they don't have extra money each month to invest for retirement. They are doing their best just to afford the minimum payment for their credit card. Here in the United States of America, individuals are dealing with extremely high rent, extremely high medical care. I mean, a lot of these companies have transitioned to these high deductible plans. A lot of people have to spend thousands of dollars out of pocket before hitting their deductible. For individuals with health problems, this can get quite expensive. For families with children, this can also be very expensive. Children can get sick, Children can injure themselves. It is not uncommon for a family to have to deal with some type of medical situation with their children each year. American families are also grappling with the high cost of food at the grocery store and the high cost of daycare. Many families don't have any money left over to even think about contributing to retirement. It is so sad, in my opinion, because a lot of everyday Americans are not able to put money away for retirement. They will reach an age where they can no longer work, and they may have to rely solely on Social Security to survive. Some may not be able to survive on Social Security. Some may have to move in with family members. I think we are going to see multi-generational households living under one roof. I think we could see the homeless epidemic get far worse in the decades to come. Please understand there are some American families who are stretched so thin that they can't contribute to retirement. But there are likely some Americans who simply lack financial literacy. They save money in the bank, or they try to invest their extra money at the casino. I hope you know I'm just joking. That isn't an investment strategy, but some people really do think they can actually grow their wealth by visiting the casino on a regular basis. Some speculate with meme coins or some new fad. It's sad that many individuals will never grow their wealth, even though they have extra cash each month that they could invest. They are not allocating that money into sound investments. According to the article today, Social Security only replaces about 40% of pre-retirement income for the average worker when they retire, meaning there are often significant financial gaps. Unfortunately, millions of Americans who are retired today are living off of Social Security alone. Many have no retirement savings, and they are doing their best just to scrape by. Even though Social Security has been providing cost of living adjustments in the past few years, those cost of living adjustments do not come close to keeping pace with how fast rent has been increasing in many metropolitan areas. I feel bad for the individuals who have been forced out of their rental property because they can no longer afford those monthly payments based on the small amount of Social Security money that they are receiving. In the comment section of one of my previous videos, someone talked about the old Golden Girls show. Do you remember all of those women living together in one property? We may see this happen again on a mass scale here in the United States of America. Social Security simply does not provide enough money for some individuals to survive on in some areas around the country. Please keep in mind, some people retire and still have debts. Some people may still have student loans. I know that may surprise some of you, but it is true. Prior to the pandemic, there were individuals receiving Social Security who actually had some of their Social Security income garnished because they were delinquent on their student loans. I think the government should come up with an optional program that people can choose to participate in. If individuals want to pay more into Social Security, they have that option, thereby increasing the benefit that they will receive by the time they reach retirement age. I understand there are some wealthy people who don't want to give the government more money because they want to handle their own money and invest it how they see fit. And that's totally fine. This would be an optional program. I think this could potentially benefit a lot of individuals who will rely solely on Social Security by the time they reach retirement age. There are a lot of people who lack financial literacy. There are a lot of people who lack discipline. Many may have the best intentions in the world of contributing to retirement savings in a meaningful way each month, but life gets in the way, they get distracted, and it never happens. This optional program that I'm talking about could potentially provide more financial security for millions of people here in this country. And because it's optional, you don't have to participate. If you want to manage your own money, then go ahead and do that. There are a lot of people who don't want to give the government any more money. Some people accuse the government of money mismanagement, and I understand all of that. That's why I think this program should be optional. According to this article, only 4 countries, the Netherlands, Denmark, Iceland, and Israel, scored an A grade, which means they have a first-class and robust retirement income system that delivers good benefits, is sustainable, and has a high level of integrity. In my opinion, it is sad that the United States of America is not on the top of this list. We are often regarded as an international superpower. We are an industrialized nation. We have one of the strongest militaries in the world, if not the strongest military in the world. Yet, we scored 22nd in this study. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please keep in mind, nothing in this video is retirement advice or financial advice. If you need advice of any kind, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I also want to thank all of my channel members. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.